Welcome in, Quack. Next month we'll go back to our kind of spooky Halloween music. Sorry about that. I forgot I had a few more adulty things to do before I started my stream. So I had to quick do that. Had to switch the washer and dryer. So last year I kept the spooky music going till I don't know, into November. And somebody was like, but it's not Halloween anymore. I don't care. I like it. Ooh, I found hair. Well, minifigure hair. Sorry, I moved this and now I'm trying to get back to where I was. That's what happens when I moved. There we go. Tool. Does not want to come off of there. But how have you been, Quack? Hopefully the rest of your weekend and the beginning of your week has been going well. I don't think these are Lego either, but they might be. Welcome in, Laura! How has your week been going? Hopefully well. I'm trying to get these little dots to come off, but they do not want to be removed. Ignore all the pet hair that's coming out of this container. We will sort for a little bit as usual, and then I will start stream labels for you guys. We'll be working on the Plum Blossom today. I was like, oh, that's a piece I've never seen before. Oh, that's because it had these on the ends. It wasn't really a new piece. How has everybody's week been going so far? Crazy is on a work trip this week, so it's just me and the tiny peoples, who aren't so tiny anymore, but you know, they are tiny peoples. I knew I had some of those. Welcome in, Alex. So I can put those together. More of Charizard. This guy keeps trying to roll into other piles. We have just a few more minutes of sorting, and then they're wonderful putting them where they go. Or attempting to make sure I even have a place for them. These in a pile too somewhere. Ah, right there. Okay. That is it for the sorting. Now the putting away. Can you guys hear me okay? I can't tell. One of you two. There it is. Okay, good. I was like, looks like my mic's working and I can hear it, so my headphones are on. But I was like, at the same time, I feel like something's not right. I don't know what it is. I guess just one of those feelings. Whether it's a correct feeling or not is a whole nother subject. How did you get all the way over there? Oh, I knew I had one of those somewhere. To you. Okay, now these are only certain kinds. Okay, looks like ones that have things off the edge, and you guys. Then you three must be the other part. Nope, neither of those. How are you doing today, Alex? He has probably almost another whole month of summer left. Because I know you guys start like after we finish, so he should have some time left. Bridgie type blocks, and then the weird blocks. Oh, only one more week? Okay. I thought he had longer, but you guys do yours differently, so. You guys have like a really short, what we would consider summer break. But you probably get more like different times off during the year, so it's just different. Not bad, just different. I feel ya. The kitty woke me up at like 3 o'clock this morning because she decided to sleep elsewhere during the night. But then at like 3 o'clock, she was like, "Hey, you, wake up." And then she was trying to figure out, because normally she climbs in bed and gets underneath the covers and sleeps between Crazy and I, but he's not here this week. So she was like trying to figure out where to climb in between, and she just kept like wandering around underneath the covers. I'm like, what do I do? You be still. That's what you do, kitty. You be still. Yeah, so I gave her her wet food thinking that might stave her off for a little bit, and it did for about a half an hour. And then she was just like, nope, I'm just gonna annoy you, I guess, until she found the spot that she deemed comfortable. But then at about 6, she was like, nope, you're done sleeping, it's just time to get up. It was, in fact, not time to get up. Nope, it's not. I was thinking. I had 30 more minutes until I had to get up, but she was not content with that, so. A wild knocked owl has appeared in chat. I guess that would be these type of pieces. So have you made her into a hat now then after waking you? I have not made her into a hat. But I was like, listen, kitty, finally at like 10 after 6, I was like, listen, I just have a few more minutes of not having to be awake, and I finally like got up and put her out the room and shut the door so she couldn't come back in. I was like, listen, I'm done. I just let me have 20 more minutes of peace before I have to face the day and do all the things I don't want to do. But Sunday night was really bad because she had to get her flea meds, and they're just like a little, wet thing you put between their shoulder blades as goo, but you're not supposed to touch them while the goo is drying so that you don't accidentally get it on your hands and then, in your mouth or your eyes or whatever. So you're supposed to leave them alone until it dries. Well, she's gone from the less than 5.5 pound dose to the more than 5.5 pound dose, so there was a little more in the tube. And so it was longer to dry because there was more of it. And so she was mad because we wouldn't let her in the room at bedtime. And then she's like, well, it's 3 o'clock now. You're going to let me in? And so I got up and checked on her, and it had not dried yet. Like, it had, started to, move down through her fur. And so a bunch of her fur was wet there between the shoulder blades as it was, soaking in. And so I wouldn't let her in, so I gave her food, her wet food. This is what we're doing today. It's only 327 pieces, so I definitely don't think it will take all the time, but we'll just play some Dreamlight Valley. And there's only 3 bags, so yeah, it definitely won't take the whole time. So I couldn't, it was still wet, so she couldn't come in. Sorry, this Brawl is giving me double boob today. So she was pissed, and she just kept like clawing at the door, and it was like nonstop from like 3 to like 6 o'clock. When finally, I guess she gave up. Either that, or he opened Fantasy's door and was like, "Deal with your cat." But yeah. So I don't know if maybe we should have like spread it out more so that it would dry easier, or what. But it did not dry very fast, and she was not very happy. And so it was like crazy all night. Her calling at the door trying to get in. We even kept setting off, not more often than they warned about, but kept setting off her new cat toy, which is like a laser beam thing, and it moves all over the place. But that wasn't working. Let's get a stream raiders going. Let's see. Looks like there's no special placement. Unfortunately, we did end it at like a pretty high level in, you know. Gold chest, gold chest. Just making sure there isn't like a loyalty gold chest or whatever. That looks like it has 1 flying. Are they all the same? No, this one has 2 flying. Let's not do that one. I guess this one. Hopefully, we have a fair amount of people start right from the beginning. Hopefully. I'm going to put out my necromancer to try to help. Be like, please, everybody play, so we don't die. Yeah. But then, so, you know, she was irritated all night, Sunday night, because she didn't want to. Now, when I took Fantasy to school Monday, I was like, what's going on? Because, Crazy's middle brother gave him a truck that he no longer drives. Mainly so that when Fantasy learns to drive, she can practice on, you know, basically it's not a bad car. It's just, you know, not the newest. But this way, she would have a vehicle to drive if she wanted to. If I can't sleep, neither she. We have woke her up, and she's come out and laid on the couch, and then the cat just curls up with her, and she sleeps on the couch for a while. But he couldn't find his keys to his truck. He remembered he had got something out of the truck like Friday, and then he couldn't find his keys when he went to leave yesterday morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning. He said he spent like a half an hour looking for his truck keys. He couldn't find my spare set of keys for his truck, which were hanging right next to my keys for my car. But he didn't realize that. And finally, he just took the keys for that other car and drove it to his conference. And last night, I was like, I guess I'll look for him while I'm like putting dirty clothes away and things like that. And the second pair of jeans I checked, there they were, less than 5 minutes. I was like, they're your pants. How did you not know? Why did you not put them away when you came back in? But 'tis his life. Anyway, this is the Plum Blossom set. It says, the plum tree flower has long been a popular motif in traditional art. In a tradition that spans more than 1,000 years, it is often portrayed in ink and wash paintings amidst a classic quartet of beautiful plants known as the Four Gentlemen, or the Four Noble Ones. Together they represent the virtues of continuous circle of the 4 seasons. The plum tree symbolizes winter, the orchid symbolizes spring, the bamboo is summer, and the chrysanthemum is autumn. Sprouting its vibrant crimson blossoms in the coldest months, the plum tree reminds us of our inner beauty. So I wonder then if they have bamboo in the works, because this is Plum, and the other one that came out with it is Chrysanthemum. So that's 2 of the 4, and Orchid came out a while ago. So the only one left they have yet to represent a season is Bamboo. So I wonder if there's a Bamboo set in the works. Sprouting its vibrant crimson blossoms. Oh, I read that already. Sorry, I was like, did I miss that? But then it shows like a plum blossom painting. Or I wonder if they're gonna release 2 more, like a smaller orchid and a bamboo, because these have similar pots, like the pot here. It for the chrysanthemum looks similar, so I wonder if they're gonna come out with 2 more sets like this, so that you'll have the 4 seasons together. I wonder. It says creativity of nature. Creating decor that draws inspiration from nature is relaxing and rewarding way to set your imagination free. As you build your plum blossoms in this vase, you can play with the symmetry and seemingly random variants and organic shapes developing in perfect balance. From buds to blossoms, you can study the stages of this magnificent, resilient flower. You can follow the building instructions to create the curated display, but you also have creative freedom to rearrange the flowers to grow in new directions in the grid of branches. It is nature's creativity fueled by listen, those words are too similar and my brain is like, nothing. But like I said, I don't expect it to take us the whole time, but I also figured we have diamond dots we can play some Dreamlight Valley with the new update. Yeah. We do's what we do's. But I do like the kind of the like pot that it's in, or that you create. So we went to the Memphis Zoo on Saturday because we have a pass. It's only like 2 hours from us, so it's not that far. And Crazy was like, do you want me to just take like your ID and you can leave your purse in the car? And I was like, sure. And I didn't think twice about it. But they have like a petting zoo type place in the back with like goats and donkeys and some horses and stuff, and you can pet the animals, right? And I didn't think about it, but I often don't use public bathroom soap because I'm allergic to a lot of it. I have washed my hands at the movie theater, and then by the time I got in and sat down, my hands were bright red from how allergic I was to it. So I usually have just hand sanitizer, or I carry my own soap with like these little soap sheets. You take them out when you add water, they make soap. But I didn't think about it, and I was like, whatever, and I just left my purse in the car. So then we went to the petting part, and I was like, crap, I'm just gonna have to use what's in the bathroom. And my hands didn't turn bright red, but they were really itchy, and the skin got super tight, and then like it hurt to like even bend my hands, like even this much hurt, like the joints hurt and stuff. So I was like, great, that's never happened in an allergic reaction before. Yeah, the paper soap, it has like a little tin, and you just like push it to the side, take one piece out, close it. I think we've had this discussion before about people who don't wash their hands in the bathroom, and a lot of times I don't. I just use my hand sanitizer, because I've even been allergic to like hand sanitizer at places because they want to put a fragrance in it, oh, it'll be better because it smells. People will want to use it because it smells nice. But then I wind up being allergic to it. So I usually just carry my own that I know I'm not allergic to. But let that be a lesson. Like, I just didn't think about it. So today, finally, my hands like don't hurt when I go to bend it. My thumb hurts, but I think I did something else to it because it hurt before then. So something is going on with Fantasy's class trip. The art teacher, who's kind of in charge of it, messaged yesterday saying that they're contemplating or trying to. Yeah, sometimes that happens too. People tend to like break it, or it's just out of soap. You know, like nobody's gone in and refilled it. Whether that's because, they only check it every so many hours and nobody's told them it's out, or whatever it may be. But yeah, I often just bring my own. But yeah, so her teacher, who's in charge of this class trip, which isn't till like June of 2026, so plenty of time away, like ahead of time. But so we started, I think, paying towards the trip in like May through this company she's used in the past. And she messaged yesterday and she was like, "Okay guys, I'm sorry, but something is going on." So originally it was supposed to be 10 days and they would start in London and end in Paris, right? So they would have like the first day in London, walking around, things like that. They would visit like the London Bridge and all kinds of things. And then they would, as the day, oh nope, wrong size. Then they would like make their way across the country to France, stopping at a couple different places. Well, the teacher messaged yesterday saying that first they took something off in London. Like said, "Oh, we can't get tickets." But it's 2 years in advance. How do you know you can't get tickets? You know what I mean? Like, how can you say 100% positively that you can't get tickets already? And then something changed along the way. And then it was, why do I feel like that's not right? Finally, in Paris, they said, "Oh, you can't go in the Eiffel Tower." Or that's what it was. Something in London, then they weren't allowed to go in the Eiffel Tower in Paris. So they could go to the Eiffel Tower, but not go in it. And then they took the Louvre off. So it's an art teacher who's planning and like curating, keeping up with the trip. And they said, we can't go in the Louvre. And she's like, "What the hell is the point at this? You're taking off all the like really exciting parts of the trip." And so there's another tour company she had used. This is where we're at so far with this part of the pot. I keep feeling like this isn't quite right, but also I don't see any other parts. So maybe the way it connects makes it look right. So she was like, "Listen." So she got in touch with another tour company that they've used in the past and explained what was going on and said, "Is there anything you can do? Like, can you help us with the trip we had originally talked about?" So they offered what they called like a copycat tour, which is essentially almost the exact same. There's little things that are different, but overall, it's basically the same trip. And then she's like, "Okay, but they're gonna lose money with like the cancellation fee and whatnot." So that company offered what they call a scholarship. Basically, they said, we'll give you $3,000 to split between the 9 students who have already signed up, to help mitigate those cancellation fees they're going to deal with. And if they sign up with our tour. So she's trying to get more definitive information for us. She did email like a little like slideshow so we could kind of compare. But yeah, she's like, that's it. It's the last straw. They're taking all the fun stuff off the trip. It almost seemed like it was getting to the point where they would only wanted to do like the bare minimum for the trip, and that's not good. They're spending a lot of money to go to Europe for 10 days. You want it to be, what you want, not just what they're willing to do, within reason. But I thought it was kind of weird. Like she said, like, it's 2 years out. How can you definitively say that you couldn't get tickets to like the Louvre or inside the Eiffel Tower, unless they know that there's going to be construction on those at that time? But you think they would say that, not just we couldn't get tickets. You'd think they'd be like, we were informed by them that it would be under construction, so that's why you couldn't get in. They're not selling tickets for that time frame. Da 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 da. But it was just, we can't get tickets, and they wouldn't offer like any more explanation. So yeah, like, so let me see if I can look it up. So like I said, it was 10 days. I don't want to like say the wrong itinerary. Here's what. So the original company we booked with last year was, they were supposed to land in London and have 2 days in London, then 1 day in Windsor, then a day in Normandy, 2 in Saint Malo, and then go to Mount St. Michael, then I'm probably gonna say it wrong, Chartres, and then Paris for 3 days, and then home. Like I said, there was like a day or so here in between. But they were saying, and then like things that they were supposed to do were where they were supposed to go to Versailles and Windsor and things like that. And then all of a sudden it was, you know what? We're not going to do that. And so it became like, we're going to do the absolute bare minimum we can do on this trip. And I was like, but why? That's not, that's not what we agreed on. I was trying to see if it gave like more. More in the, oh, here we go, full itinerary. So day one would be fly into London. Day 2 would be meet your tour direct, or why would we? Oh, fly in overnight, essentially. So the day you got there, you would meet your tour director, take a walking tour of London. Then the next day, you would take a guided tour of London. You would go to Big Ben, the House of Parliament, Piccadilly Circus, St. Paul's Cathedral, Windsor Abbey, see the changing of the guard, explore on your own. Then the next day, you would travel to Winchester and Portsmouth, visit Winchester Castle, and then travel by ferry to Caen, and then you would go to Normandy to St. Malo, spend the night in St. Malo, another night in St. Malo, and then you go to Chartres and Paris, days 8 and 9 in Paris, and then day 10 fly home. Like, you're supposed to go to all these places, and it seemed like they were just taking more and more and more out. So this new tour, sorry, I don't want to explain it wrong, you know what I mean? So this new tour would be 2 nights in London, 1 in Cannes, 2 in St. Malo, and 3 in Paris. So 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, and then of course, you know, the whatever. So on day 1 into 2, you would be flying again into London, and then in London, so you would sightsee, do Windsor Castle. Then in Cannes, you would do the D-Day Museum in Portsmouth, the ferry from Portsmouth to Cannes and Ouistreham, and then do the pier. In St. Malo, you do D-Day beaches, a circular cinema thing, visit Normandy American Cemetery, and then in Malo, you would do the Abbey. Then the next day, when you're going from Malo to Paris, you would see the cathedral, go to the 2nd level of the Eiffel Tower. Then the next day would be sightseeing in Paris. Then go to the Palace of Versailles, local guides, the Palace Gardens. Then day 9 is you visit the Louvre, the Arc de Triomphe, and the Seine. And then day 10, you go home. So they're offering us a very, as they called it, a copy tour. You know, they tried to copy the first tour company's itinerary as closely as they could, which is nice. They could have said, nope, sorry, we can't help you, or sure, but this is what we have. So they didn't have to offer us any compensation either to try to, but I guess they figured, you know, if the kids lose too much money on fees and have to start all over, their parents aren't going to sign up for, you know what I mean, with a different company if they're having to fork over a lot more money. This way, it may not cover all, but, you know, it helps some with the cost difference. So I talked to Crazy about it last night. He's like, yeah, just cancel with the first one and figure out how to cancel with the first one and sign up with the second one. So I have to message her art teacher and be like, is it just as simple as like contacting them and saying, you know, thanks but no thanks, and then, you know, do we for sure have a code to sign up with the second tour company before I cancel with the first one? Because honestly, I mean, it's gonna happen between her junior and senior year, and she'll be almost 18. She'll be like 17 and a half when she goes. And this could be, you know, because it's very expensive to travel to Europe and to do all these things. It could essentially be like a once in a lifetime thing. So, you know, we would like to give her that experience if possible. And she didn't want either of us to go with her. She just wanted to go with her school. I mean, there are going to be adults there, don't get me wrong. But she's like, nope, I'll go by my, you know, she didn't want one of us to go with her. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, so I'm glad that the teacher is advocating, because it would kind of be disappointing to spend that much money and then get there and realize that most of the things that made the trip exciting had been like taken off the itinerary. We have about 6 minutes left on Stream Raiders, but I don't think it's gonna be good. Nope, currently it's just me. So I probably won't switch screens and play it if it just winds up being just me. I'll just let the battle play out and then I will reset it. Okay, so we're gonna turn it back over and do here. My brain was like, do they want it like that or do they just want it like that? But no, I guess it wouldn't even connect like that. A wild Houndor? Oh, it's not matching up again. Let me... There we go. Now it's working. I have to sometimes, like, make the code invisible and then bring it back for it to line up and be the right Pokemon. So, it's like the little pops. And I was worried because we had this, but it just goes like this. You don't see it once you see it just barely when you clip it all together. So we have the pot. Okay. Welcome in, Aloha. How have you been? We are chugging along with this short build. Small build, short build. However you want to say that. Yeah, get it right. So then you push that way in there, and it does go almost all the way through. You can like just barely see it in the bottom. Then it wants us to do 2 in the opposite side. Then put that on. And then that's it. We wait. That's kind of loose. I hope more gets put in there to hold that on. I've been good. I had a productive lunch, getting things cleaned up. Kids are at the first day of school year, so it's a party here. Woohoo! Back to school. Back to school. We are on our second week of back to school. Boy Wonder went back like a week before his sister, but it also wasn't like a real week of school. Like they had orientation on the first day, and then the second day they had picnics at like 9 places across the state, so there was no classes. And then like that Thursday and Friday they split the kids in half to do like the star testing to make sure they got slotted into the correct group for like small group. Um, so it wasn't really a week of school, you know. But so last week was like their first real week of school, and he's enjoying it. I was a little nervous because he is only in 8th grade, but he's taking two um, ninth grade classes, math and a computer class. But he's been doing really well. The math teacher was teaching the other day, and he was like, "If you know how to do this, you can just go do the assignment." Because he was like explaining things to do with the assignment, and he was like, "I already did the assignment this morning before school started." And the teacher was like, "Well, then I guess you can just go." He's like, "Yeah, I knew what you were teaching already, so I just did the assignment." And the teacher was like, "Well, I guess you're free to the next time we have class then." So he's taking Algebra 1 um, as an 8th grader. He hasn't said anything about his computer course yet, so that may be like the second half of the year or something. I don't know. Or maybe it starts, like a week or two in. I'm not sure. He has a teacher for it, but I haven't seen anything come through for the class itself. So, okay. Yep, just me. I'm not gonna play that for you guys. Confirm. Just overpower me and kill me. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I follow the thing. Hello, Miss Kitty. It's like a coding class, I believe. And my daughter's taking a robotics class this year too. I had a typing class. I probably had like 3 typing classes. But yeah, they don't teach like the typing class anymore. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, he had like a summer like assignment thing that they could take advantage of. It was like they just put assignments, and I think it was like to bridge the gap between their previous grade and this new grade. Like, so they wouldn't lose everything they learned last year, over the summer, or lose as much. I told him to do like one assignment a day. He didn't quite finish it, but it also wasn't mandatory. Oh, goody. They have one of those that you can lay it against to make sure you've done it correctly. There is almost, you remember, I don't know if you remember it or not, on Nickelodeon or Disney, they had that Camp Rock, whatever, movie and stuff. The idea was that you went to a camp and you could sing and play music and all that kind of stuff. There's something similar, but not quite the same to that in our local area. It is I don't know, I want to say company, but that may not be the right word. A place, company, whatever. You can go if you have an interest in like that type of a thing. like playing, not like symphony, you're in the orchestra in school, like, but not that kind of music. Like, you know, music that's on the radio. Um, anyway, you can join it, like pay, like almost like a club or something, and then you, like, whenever we have like little festivals in our town and stuff, they're always there, and the kids will sing on stage and play all the instruments and things like that. It's pretty cool. And I'm probably not describing it correctly at all to give you like the best idea about what it is, but yeah, I don't know if it only runs during the summer or if it runs like all the time. Okay, so we have the bridge. It's this one. Yeah, that looks right. Ads, excuse me, are gonna start in about a minute. I do run a 3-minute block of ads once an hour, and then we don't have to worry about them. And because I do that, we don't have to worry about pre rolls. So, as awful as ads are, I do my best to, you know, make them less horrible. Me and Joe just had a fortune cookie each. I read him his fortune was, in order to take, one must give. He didn't really have anything to say about it. I read mine and said, share your happiness with others today. And he got upset and started saying he's going to lose. It's funny how kids interpret things. But listen, lately, anytime we get a fortune cookie, it is what I kindly refer to as a statement cookie. It's not really a fortune, it's more of a statement. Yeah, it seems like the kids have a really good time. So, whatever they're doing or however they're doing it, um, is working, because the kids seem like they're really enjoying themselves, and they sing all kinds of stuff, from like country to rock music and all kinds, but they seem like they're having a really great time while they're doing it. So, and sometimes whatever you can get them interested in, you just gotta roll with it. One of Fantasy's teachers, for this year, it was kind of like one of the first couple days. It was like, get to know others in the class, and for the teacher to get to know them. And the teacher was like, who plays a sport, even if it isn't what the school considers a sport? Because, I'll wait till ads are over, because I'm not sure who has ads and who doesn't. And I always feel bad about, people in ads missing out. Let's observe chat in its natural habitat. In the wilds of Chatlandia, a rare houndor appeared but eluded capture, leaving trainers in dismay. Aloha flutters in with tales of clean den and school day revelry. Meanwhile, Book Lovin' Builder rallies the troops for a Stream Raider skirmish. Fortune cookies bring wisdom and woe to exposing Alex's abode as they ponder the balance of giving and happiness. Yeah, they're not really fortunes anymore. I just got a box in Aldi and thought it would be. It is. I mean, I still get excited every time we open one, but they are definitely more, like I said, statement cookies. Like, it used to be like, fortunes, and now it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the one we had the other day. I can't remember what it was, but it was definitely more like a statement than a fortune. But also, maybe I'm older and cynical, and to me, it's not a fortune. Maybe it's just me. Okay, I think they want this more to the side. Yeah. Okay. I have to move you guys up so you can see. Ooh, 8 flowers. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rude. I think this is the way they want it held. Here and here. Times 4. We should be back from ads in just a few seconds. Welcome back. Let's say, Fantasy's teacher was like, if anybody, who plays a sport, even if the school doesn't consider it a sport, because Fantasy does archery, but according to Arkansas's guidelines, it's not a sport, it's a club, which is kind of BS because, they practice a lot. And because of the way it's worded, it makes it harder for them to use it to get scholarships for college because it's a club, not a sport. But anyway, the teacher was like, who here plays a sport even if the school doesn't consider it a sport? And they're going around and, everybody raised their hand. And a lot of kids are saying like football, football, football. The one girl was a cheerleader and they got to Fantasy and she goes, I do archery. And the teacher goes, oh, that's interesting. And she goes, yes. And I made it to nationals my first year on the team last year. And she was like, oh, that's really cool. But she was just like, oh. And she's like, why did you choose archery? And she's like, because I get to shoot things. And the teacher was just like, okay. She's like, I get aggression out in a healthy way. Okay, trying to make sure 2 of these. And then 3 of these. I was like, well, you didn't lie. Trying to make sure I put this the direction that they want. Okay, I think it's this way. And then this way. And then this. Honestly, if you had to deal with teenage boys all day, you'd probably want to shoot something too, so. I was like, that is not going to fit in that clip. And I was right. But they also didn't want me to put it in the clip. So... I'm going to say about halfway as long as I put it towards that clippy piece, right? some things like this make me wish I downloaded the app so I could like look at it in 3D and make sure I was doing it correctly. I'm gonna turn just the first dot on the rim to make it a little bit. I don't know why. I haven't changed any settings on my camera, but it does not seem as bright as it normally does. So I don't know what's going on. We got tall all of a sudden. Okay, so that stays on a little bit better now with this part on. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, we have at least one more person this time. I still don't think it'll be good, but better than last time for Stream Raiders. But we still have like over half the time left. So there's like a dip, a groove, whatever, fold, a wrinkle in the bead. But it's supposed to be there, but it doesn't really show like what direction it would prefer that wrinkle in, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Joe's school have put a post up today that they are going to talk about what they did in holidays this year, and he has to take something in, like a picture, souvenir, ticket stub. They don't normally, and I feel like it's just going to leave the kids feeling left out because a lot of kids do absolutely nothing on the holidays. But I mean, like, even if it's in your backyard or just to the local park. I mean, but also, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what grade he's in or how that translates to like American public schooling grade system. But at some point, learning that others do things they don't get to is like a fact of life. It's a, good for them to start learning that. So I mean, I get what you're saying. Some kids are going to feel left out. But I don't know if you guys get it a lot during the holidays, but here during the holidays, there's always a post that goes around that says, if you have children around, you may not want them to hear this part. Don't tell Santa that the most expensive gift came from him. Tell them that it came from you, and Santa only brings gloves or scarves or socks or whatever. This way, Timmy doesn't feel left out that Billy got an Xbox from Santa, but he only got gloves or a new outfit or whatever. So, I mean, it's give and take. Like, at what point you're like, well, that's life, and at what point you keep sheltering your child. So, I mean, every year at Christmas, it goes around here. And we've always told the kids that Santa brings the expensive gift because I'm broke and I don't want them expecting that kind of thing on the regular. And I mean, it really is up to the parent. You tell your child whatever it is you want to tell them. You have to make it work in your household. Essentially. But after a certain age, I feel like teaching them that not everybody gets the same thing, or whatever, however you want to put it, becomes an important thing for them to learn. a minute. I'm gonna go check on Boy Wonder. It sounded like something happened. Hello, madam. Sorry, I was trying to figure out who he was talking to.
We have always lurked among you.
Welcome in, Yeti! Thank you for the lurky lurk. I was lurking in your stream earlier. I was trying to figure out who he was talking to. It didn't sound... I don't know. I don't know what I thought, but apparently he made a friend in class and they're on Google Meet talking. I hope you had a great stream, Yeti. I think it goes like that. Not that I have to worry about it, because apparently you then smush it down so that it's like, you know, the connectee circle. Or I was worried about where all the placement was when I didn't need to be. Thank you for the epic, Laura. Oh, I did these wrong. I put them... No, I didn't. Never mind. Or did I? Oh, I put just this one wrong. And then it made me think that I put them all wrong. Pay no attention to me. I mean, by a fair amount of kids' standards, we don't do a ton for the summer break. We go camping and take like day trips, but we're not going to Disney or anything. So by some people's standards, we don't do anything either. So, but like I said, I mean, you totally have to decide for you and your children at what age those things happen. They are 6 and 7. I get what you mean. Some kids just don't get anywhere near the same as others. Like, I tried to do exciting things with Joe because I didn't get that as a kid. Right. We all want our kids to have more than we had when we were their age, or just growing up in general. And, you know, there has to be a balance. Like, yes, below a certain age, you're like, yes, this is great. I want you all to have the same thing. And then after a certain age, you're like, okay, well, it's time to start learning that not everybody gets the same thing. I mean, 6 and 7 is still kind of young. You know. For maybe that lesson, but... I guess they have to take into consideration, or I mean, not they have to. That's all right. Listen, real life always comes first. Oh, what was I saying? Or how was I trying to say it? I don't know anymore. My brain left it. Oh, that 6 and 7 may be a little young to maybe learn that lesson, but the school maybe takes into consideration like their general demographic, like financially, and decides that it's a likelihood that a lot of the kids did X things or similar things over their break. You know, even if it's simple things. But even in that instance, there's always going to be people who have less and people who have more. So you kind of take a gamble when you ask for those things. But at the same time, they want to encourage them to share. So you kind of have, you have to ask the question. But it does lead to the possibility of, like, animosity between the kids. Put these bags back in the box. The likelihood, like you said, that one kid went nowhere while another kid went to America. There's that distinct possibility. Like, even when you try to take into account the economics of the area. Slugma escaped. Joe is incredibly lucky to get the things he does, and I know some kids get nothing at all because their parents straight can't afford anything extra. I've been there and not being able to afford to feed myself and Joe at the same time, so he ate and I went hungry. And like I said, I totally get that. We have lived on a shoestring budget for a long time. Where I have, done my best to get as much as I could for as little as I could, so that everybody got. And I'm not saying by far we had it the worst. I know people had it worse than we did, but it is always there. So I definitely know what you're talking about, like where you can't afford anything. There is no extra. For a long time, all the exciting fun things we did were free. Like splash pads that were free, or events at the library because they're free, and things like that. Or if I was able enough to scrimp and save other places, we made that work over here. Saved over here to be able to use it on this side, kind of a deal. But it is, especially when we were first married with kids and stuff. And there are places where that's more the norm. Not that it makes it any better, it just is. That's how they. Wait out. Here. And here, I think? Oh no. It looks like both on this. No? Okay. Listen, I will figure this out eventually. All three of them, they want here and here. Yeah, and while we are currently in a better financial situation than we've really ever been, it's still not by any means, you know, do we have a ton of money. Schnickety schnackety time. I have one Kit Kat left or Reese's. We're at a weird spot. It is gonna be like 100 degrees today, but at the same time, it's a little chilly. Like, mainly because I have trouble when my nerves go woo. I have trouble like controlling my body temp, mainly staying warm. So it is going to be like 100 degrees outside today, and I have yoga pants on and a long sleeve shirt. It's hotter than Hades outside, and so I'll be hot when I go out, but inside I'm like, I can't stay warm. So I had a blanket on earlier that only like just fell off my lap. That's alright. Hey, I killed 3 lizard units finally. Let me accept that quest. And we shall try again. It's because when we ended last time, we had an insane amount of people. Like, I think we were putting like over 100 units on the field. So now it's like, well, that's what you're set up for. So, life. But anyway, with my whole point that about how hot it is outside, I am trying to dress for both weathers, and it may or may not be working. I have like a tank top on for when I go to pick her up from school. I won't be sweating bullets in the car, but at the same time, I'm not trying to have a full down my shirt cleavage shot. Although, that'd be one way to get viewers. Right, that's kind of where we're at. We're in the best financial situation we have ever been in, but still trying to save everywhere I can because I know that does not mean we will always be in this financial situation. You know what I mean? Like with how well it is. It can change on a dime. So they have them both go the same direction. I thought maybe they might have one facing this way and then like the flowers, facing out on the other, but no. I guess so that way when you set it, on the shelf, you're seeing both branches. I guess is the right word. But yeah, I mean, I'm still using every kind of savings app, clipping coupons left and right, like because we have a little bit more money, I'm able to almost take advantage of some better sales than I could before. Like if you spend X amount of dollars, you get $10 off on, household cleaning supplies. So before I didn't always have the extra to spend to get the gift card. So, you know what I mean? Like it sounds weird, but sometimes you are. So then I can take advantage of that sale so that later, if maybe we had to spend something to fix something, I won't worry that we don't have that thing or can't get that thing because I bought ahead and then got the gift card or the coupon or whatever it is. Right. Like it sounds counterproductive, but like it isn't. Not really. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I get all these pieces. 10, and then 2. So, like, I use an app called Ibotta, and it's, like, you don't really save the money instantly, so you don't save at the register. Like, when it says save $10, you don't go to the register and then you save the $10, but you get it back on the app. And then once you hit $20, you can either get gift cards or put that money back into your account. And once you hit $20, say you have $50 on the app, you can either put that $50 straight in. You don't have to do just multiples of 20, or you can get a $50 gift card to like a restaurant or a store or whatever. And so, I use that. Like when I buy Lego, I go on the Ibotta app first and I have it direct me to the Lego website. And then I place my order with my, rewards. What do they call it now? The VIP Insider, whatever they're calling it. On Lego. So I get my Lego points and then I get a percentage of how much I spent back on Ibotta. So it's like double save. If that makes sense. And sometimes they even have coupons on there, like if you buy this set at Walmart, you'll save $3 on it. I'm done teaching for the week. Now I go get my learn on. Didn't you just have your learn on like a week ago too? All the learning. But you know, or like this week, Target has certain Lego sets 15% off. So, you know, I try to take advantage of that. Currently, they don't have any that I want / am interested in that sale, but you know, but things like that. Yeah, do how you gotta do. Save where you can save. That's why I made the joke that I didn't intend to buy these. I bought a cheaper set of Legos at Target, and then I went to Sam's Club, and Sam's Club had these on sale. Like, they're normally $30, but at Sam's Club they were only $23, and I was like, so if I don't buy them now and I wait and I buy them at Target later, I will be losing out on saving $14. And I know that doesn't make sense, but it does make sense. Because if I'm going to buy them anyway, I might as well buy them when I'm going to save money. Gotta turn the volume off and get ready for the kickoff speeches. Okay, have all the funds. Don't let them pressure you into drinking. Okay, so that's how this set looks like underneath, kinda. I don't know if I'm supposed to do like under over, or what. It's easier now that you can buy more than 2 of an item too. Sometimes they wouldn't even let you buy more than 2 if there was an offer on like 3 for the price of 2 wasn't allowed, even though they had that right. Like, you could not buy 3 of the same item, you had to buy something else. Okay, I put this on here, but I'm not sure. Like, maybe I was supposed to do it slightly different. Nope. I still feel like this is not correct. Oh, that's because it's not. Go me. Okay, so I, looking at the picture, thought it was like you put it on the corner and it goes straight down. But I think it was really put it in the center. If that, you know what I mean? Like, so let me refinagle. And see if that's better. That is much better. There we go. I was like, these things are like touching. How do I... That's how. I put it on correctly. That's how. Yeah, I know they turned off or stopped the partnership with Target that they had, where you could like scan your Target receipt into like a copy of it onto the Lego website, and then you didn't get the same amount of points, but you got points from that. Now they're not doing that anymore. So you don't get your points if you buy it from Target, but sometimes Target's having a sale or it's right there, so I just buy it from Target anyway. Yeah, you just kind of gotta Gotta roll with it. I was, because Crazy and my anniversary is the 8th of next month. And so he wants the Bugatti or whatever it is. And so he asked what set I wanted, and I said the Jack Skellington set because I do want it. But then they put out the thing about Hogwarts coming back, and you can only get the Weasley clock if you order the Burrows. So, guess what I'm getting instead? The last of that was the Supermarket Central brand. They put a stop to people buying things as cheap as they could. It just screws over. Right, like it's here in the States, the one company grocery store is called Kroger. It depends on what area you're in, what they're called. Like where we live now in Arkansas, it's called Baker's, but when we lived in Nebraska, it was called Baker's. It's really all the same company. In some other places, it's called Dillon's. It's like they bought a couple smaller grocery store chains and just left the name but incorporated them all under like a parent company. So, you know, but I like that they do a lot of like, so if you buy 5, and it doesn't have to be 5 of the same thing, so like certain things they put into groups, and it says if you buy 5 or more, you save $1 on each item. So like say you buy 5 Avita mac and cheeses, you get $1 off each because you bought 5. But if you like, if it's in the same group, and say it's you buy 3 mac and cheeses and 2 of this cereal, as long as they're in the same circle, because you bought 5, you get $1 off each. Or they'll have like 10 for 10 sales where like anything that says it's 10 for $1, you get, or like 10 for $10. As long as it's part of that sale, it doesn't matter if you buy 3 of this, 3 of that, 3 of these, and 1 of those. As long as it's 10, you get 10 for $10. Which I like. You know, it helps. Some of the things we can't really get at a discount because they can't have dairy. So things that are dairy-free or gluten-free just cost more, and there's nothing you can really do about it. You know, shy of making it yourself at home, it is what it is. Okay, so they tried to make a zoom in, and I think they mean that this one goes on this. Like I said, this is kind of... Oh, I'm trying to put it on the one in the back. No wonder it's being extra difficult. It wants it on the one on the front, but I'm still trying to put it on the one in the back. The top one goes on the one in the back. Yeah, so sometimes I find it on sale, but it's not necessarily like at the grocery store. Like the granola type bars that the kids eat, or the brand they like. Every once in a while, Target will put it on sale. But I did find them on Amazon much cheaper. So, like, normally they're like $4 for a box of 5. And then, or sometimes they go on sale 2 of those boxes for $7. So you're saving $2. Which is still savings. I'm not complaining. But I found them on Amazon. You get 6 boxes. And I think I only paid like 16 for the brand Fantasy, or the flavor Fantasy Likes, and then 18 or 19 for the flavor Boy Wonder Likes. So that makes it, even if it was on sale for the 2 for $7, you know, it's still cheaper because 3 sets of boxes would be $21, but I only paid like 15 or 16 and then 18 or 19. So I still saved a little bit, which made them, it is what it is. You save wherever you can. Oh. This is my least favorite when they do this. So they're like, hey, just throw all these dots in there like dirt. So you just gotta kind of work them in there. And that's the dirt. Like when you go to move them, be careful because there's a chance they're all just gonna spill out. Okay. So they just kind of... Sorry, I'm trying to show. I gotta look it up. They just kind of all get thrown in there in the bottom. Like, yep, that's your dirt. But here is the Plum Blossom. And I need to go through all these books I have over here and scan them in and get my 20 the ones for my bonsai didn't even leave the bag. When I moved, and because I have the orchid and what is it? The birds of paradise are the other ones that are like that. I took tape and I made like a lattice work of tape like around it so that they stayed inside. So I put like a piece of tape here and a piece of tape here and then a piece of tape there and a piece of, worked it all around. Because, I mean, the birds of paradise is like, this big around. So I was like, tape, 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 tape. And then, like, hopefully it'll stay all in. At least this is only like 16 of them, but it's still a lot. But yeah, this, as I carefully tip, is the Plum Blossom. I really like this kind of oriental-ish type pot. I like it. It's very nice with the claw feet and stuff. And I do have the other one, and I'm going to make it Thursday. I was like, I'll just set this behind me, but I want to put it with my other flower ones are run along the top of my bookcases where I have my books. So I'll put it with the rest of them. Because, then everybody can see all my flowers. But yes. And I didn't do too bad on time.
Hello there.
Welcome in, Kaz. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Fun, work and lurk things. Listen, I appreciate all the lurky things. But I didn't do too terrible on time. It took me like almost hour 45 minutes. But like I said, we'll play the rest. Right? Like, because you hop from stream to stream, and we love it. You're everywhere all at once. The mythical Kaz. Kaz, did you know you can talk to Frosty? You can ask it questions. Watch. At Frosty. How fantastic. Ooh, if I can spell. Is. And then I can just put. And I forgot to put a question mark, so we'll see if it works or not. There we go. On a scale of 1 to Lego, Kaz is definitely a master builder. They're the royal architect of hype, spreading joy brick by brick, truly a gem in this streaming community. We had it asking it for drink recommendations and stuff, and then asked it for the recipe, and it really gave us a recipe. Although it did try to get us to drink luminol and put luminol and peroxide together to make ice cubes. So it might be trying to off us at the same time, but it was fantastic. We had to then copy and paste things into Discord of all the drink recipes it was giving us. Okay, give me a moment to rearrange my screens. And I will pull up Disney Dreamlight Valley. They're the Lego Legends of Twitch. building worlds, fostering community, and spreading cozy chaos. They're not just awesome, they're spectacular, a true master of the craft. I don't know about that, Frosty. I think you're sucking up. I was like, ooh, I'll get my blanket and put it back on my lap. The cat took it. The cat has made itself cozy in my blankets. Yeah, you can ask it all kinds of things. Let's see. Frosty, how awesome is... Okay, I was like, did I type correctly? I don't know. Exposing Alex. They're the VIP of vibes. The Sultan of support. Always dropping wisdom like Lego bricks. They're the essential ingredient in our streaming recipe for awesomeness. I gotta turn my game volume up because I turn it way down when I'm not streaming, obviously. Because really, I don't listen to like the game sounds when I'm playing by myself. Let me change my game capture. Dreamlight Valley, there we go. Close. There we go. But yeah, like, we were like, Frosty? What is... a Porygon! Both digital creatures, though Meowth got the VIP charm I admire. And then watch, you can ask Frosty, what what is the recipe for... Yes. Apparently I can't speak N-type. And then it'll give you the recipe. 1 part royal charm, 2 parts hype serum, and a splash of Lego infused vodka, varnished with a tiny brick crown. Shake with ice cube shaped like Pokeballs. Serve in the Stream Raiders goblet. But it was like a couple of them were like actually drinks you could make. It was like 2 ounces of mead, 1 like teaspoon of honey, like a little bit of honeycomb. Like some of them were actual ones you could make and drink. It was pretty cool. Wobbly structures with a royal headache. Yeah, like I said, some of them were ones that seemed like you could actually go out and make them. It was pretty interesting. But Carrot told me, you can talk to it. You can ask it all kinds of questions. Like we asked what did we ask? Oh, like Carrot asked how he got to Earth, and it said like he crashed on a meteorite. And then we asked like if it was the meteor that killed the dinosaurs, and Frosty was like, I can neither confirm nor deny. And then it was like, what kind of army would we have, and like what our motto was, what our catchphrase was, what our slogan was. Like we had asking it, like that's all we did, like all stream was just constantly ask it different questions. What was it today? We were asking it. We asked if it liked Doctor Who, and it said yes. And then we asked him which Doctor Who villain was its favorite. Yeah, we were asking it like all kinds of things. We asked him if he liked David Tennant. Yeah. We were totally asking it like all different kinds of things. So my mailbox is borked, and I asked in Discord, and it's not just my mailbox. Apparently, these letters are borked. Like they don't want to go away. Like they keep saying they're unread. And I thought it was because maybe they had rewards with them that weren't showing up, so I couldn't click it. But somebody else said no, that it's just for some reason these particular letters in the mailbox are borked. So the new star path is Dapper Delights for Tiana. I have already gotten like all of the first 3 pages, I think. So I got the Art Deco sink. I got this cute gator, and then these gloves are like lace. So it only like this black part that you see here actually covers your skin. The rest that's grayed out is like your hand. You can see your normal hand. And this wallpaper, I haven't put it on any walls though, so I don't really know what it looks like. And then I got this corner counter to go with the sink. And I got these shoes. They're really cool. And this hanging chair, it hangs from the ceiling. And this says you could only put it outside. I thought it was maybe like the boat that you got with Mulan that you could like set on top of a dresser or whatever. But it says you could only put this outside, so I don't know how big it is. And then I got pants and a vest shirt thing. And I got these Roaring 20s eyeshadow, but I can't figure out how to put it on my character. And that's a motif. And this is Tiana's door. So I don't know if you just changed the doorway. I'm not sure how that works. And then I got this flooring. And that's all I've got from the 4th one is just the flooring. But this is a display case, and then you can get her dress, hair, fireflies. And then, of course, there's the umbrella, a feather boa, more countertop, her jacket, and then this fur motif, and the water tower. And then, but yeah. Some more hair, a dapper Donald Duck, the gazebo, another dress, and then like a cart trolley thing. And then of course 7 is always just more coin or more star thing. I keep waiting to see if this has changed, but it's not. Because I don't know how to pay attention to time. Seconds, minutes, hours. So what? Friday it'll be a different. No, Thursday it'll be a different one. Yeah. Thursday should be a new Dream Snaps challenge. And then they've added in the store, you can now buy Lady's House. Then this footstool bundle, the footstool and the footstool's house from Beauty and the Beast, a Mulan costume, Coco stage, this Ariel's dress, and then they have the palace on sale and this Art Deco photos on sale. And then these they've had, so. Nope, I want to go back to this and do these. 2 more first star. Oh, Tiny Racer. Talk to the Tiny Racer, which is Vanellope. Streamerados. Let's see, 11 to 35, maybe? I don't know. I did put out a necromancer, so we do have the opportunity for for more people. Yeah, I don't know. Probably not still, but that's okay. I know why it is. It's because, like I said, we had a ton of people on the field last time. At the end, so it's set up for that. So we just keep trugging along. Maybe I'll put out something other than my necromancer to help fight. Let's do... Oh, ads are going to start in a minute. I do 3 minutes of ads all in one block. So this time it's probably going to be really reasonable. Because it's just this grouping and like that one guy. So I think we'll make it this time. Okay. Talk to Tiny Racer. Oh, what's this one? Oh, what's Vanellope's favorite since we have to go talk to her anyway? She's the last one. Yep. Grilled fish, lobster roll.
Just so you know, I've got...
I don't remember if it was grilled fish entree or just grilled fish. So we will just go with the lobster roll. And then double check. It was grilled fish entree. Okay. Good thing I didn't make the grilled fish then. So I had to look it up because I was trying to look for Vanellope yesterday just to give her like favorites so I could try to level her up, like our friendship. And I was like, why can't I find Vanellope? Apparently, she's asleep they sleep between certain times. So some characters you can't find just any time. Like they might be asleep and basically out of the game. Like unless you get a quest to look for them. Could she be? Nope, not there. Make sure she isn't walking around somewhere. Nope. Sometimes just going in and out their house a couple times too will get them to appear.
Just call me the Princess of Comfy. Ah. Okay, the neighbors are nice. What is with this neighborhood?
I didn't mean to ask her to hang out. But that's okay. We can hang out. Let's give her this. And then this. So that'll take care of this. And this. pick berries from the beach. A lot of berries, apparently. Welcome back, chat. Okay. I can get this hairdo. So, I need to fish on Dazzle Beach anyway. But, I need to feed people at the restaurant. So, let's do that.
Great to see you. Hey, I think living here is a marvelous opportunity.
Poached basil butters. I'm not sure. I know the recipe for that one. Fruit cake and a popsicle and mint boba tea. I think those are all in dessert. There's fruitcake. Not enough coal. Poop.
Bonjour. Yeah. Au revoir.
Okay, well, I need to have coal too, so. So I know Frosty referenced the Lego movie, but I have not seen the Lego movie. I know, bad Lego fan. But I am not sure what song they were talking about. If that is okay. So that's Tiana's house, is the green one. And with Tiana came her restaurant. So Remy isn't the only one with a restaurant in the valley anymore. The answer is always yes, Kaz. less permanent, equally awesome. The answer to that question is always yes, you need another one. Right? He's like, no, you can't do that. Chaos asked it about like nibbling on a leg because he's a fox, you know, and it was like, no, we don't nibble on legs. And then we were asking how we would fare once, like, in the AI takeover, you know? And it was given all kinds of answers, like, because he said, somebody said please in one of their questions to Frostybot, and we were like, oh, we see you're trying to, like, make sure that you're safe during the takeover. And then somebody asked Frosty, they're like, Frosty, would you vouch for me during the AI takeover? And they're like, we'll put in a good word, but that doesn't mean you'll be saved. Basically, like, I'll do what I can, but I'm not sticking my neck out for you. It's funny, some of the answers you get. They were crazy. Like, I asked what kind of army I would have, and it said like sentient bookmarks as soldiers and uh origami paper ninjas. But I guess the more you interact with Frosty, the more it learns about you, and the more, like, I don't want to say necessarily better answers, but like more curated answers you get tailored to you. But I guess it works the same way it works with, like, the more you chat in chat and Frosty Bot uses the chat to get its answers for things, the more, or like, more creative answers you get.
Just so you know, I've got some new
Oh, I
goods
needed
at
to
the
pick
store.
berries too. That's right. I forgot she's a forager helper. Oh no, Artipenanes! I can almost never get all of them. I usually miss at least one. Sometimes the way they throw them through the air, it makes it hard to get, like, any. Horse are more better. More berries on the beach. I just have to keep coming back for that one. Because there's only so many berry bushes on the beach, so.
You're always welcome at my restaurant.
You know, the last Star Pack
Hey there.
brought Mulan to your valley. I always want to say village, but it's valley. Hey 100, how are you?
Oh, great goodbye.
I sowed the veggies. That's good to hear. We built the plum blossom today. But it's a small build, so I knew it wouldn't take the whole time. So I figured, sorry, I got the yawns. So I figured we could just build with the play this game with the other time. Look at these two already. Oh, I need to refill my energy. I need to make a bunch of meals, but I'm out of coal to run the stove, so we had to do some mining first. It's back already. So I don't know if you've heard this joke before or not, Alex, but I always laugh every time I hear it. It says, you're a horrible parent if you feed your kids frozen chicken nuggets or frozen, like, French fries. Doesn't matter how busy you are, you need to cook them first. You can't feed your kids frozen food. A fruitcake. I was like, what am I trying to make? It was fruitcake mint boba. I don't remember the other one.
Hello.
Ooh, I leveled it up. I think 7's the money. It is. And that takes care of that. But let's see.
Hello.
Any of these other favorites I have on. No, but I can make 2 of them. Vanilla ice cream and berry basil salad.
Goodbye.
Popsicle. That was the other one.
Farewell. You're welcome, one and all.
One more 4-star. Oh. 8 seafood meals for Stitch. Let's try something that doesn't necessarily need. So 1. So I turn that off when I have to do a bunch, just because it's so tedious to do it every time. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. One more. 8. Mine for shinies. We serve rub at the thing one more time. So possible. And then it was vanilla ice cream. And berry basil. Not enough. Okay. That still makes it worth it. Never mind. I didn't get to make the stuff for him.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This is very nice.
Oh yes, I just did up the fairy godmother.
Oh.
I have a feeling hers is gonna do with the pumpkin that's been growing up there. Complete some memorial tasks. Let's say I have 35 now. And get the fireflies. It didn't count those as seafood? Oh, I know why. Poop-tastic. Well,
Oh, it's you!
what's your favorite? I know why, because fish is not seafood. It specifically has to be seafood. I hate when I do that. Like, forget the distinction. About 10 minutes left in Stream Raiders. If you wish to partake.
This village smells like magic? Is that a thing?
It's because we are magic. Okay, so we can take a picture.
I hope there aren't any broken.
And then we can go mine up here. Which was we need to mine anyway for some shinies and for other things. So we can two bird, one stone it.
Talking to you is actually nice.
Okay, so we needed ones with seafood, so the lobster roll. This one and this one. The rest we can eat. Supposedly, it's supposed to give you a better chance for like shinies and stuff if you're in this yellow area in your energy bar. So let's see. I per se haven't found that to be true, but you know, why not try it? What's the worst that can happen? It doesn't do anything. So how do you guys feel about like community goals? I know Carrot's got one going right now, but it's more for like something fun. I am trying to become essentially affiliate with Stream Raiders. And for that I need like a viewer thing of like 20 average viewers, which I know is a lot. But I don't even know if I could put that as a community
Kinda relieved
goal.
there are so many nice people here.
But if I could, how do you guys feel about things like that? Like, are they good when there's something funny, like fun for the community? Or, and then you don't like them so much when they're like, help me get to 500 followers, you know, kind of a deal.
Howdy! Say, have you...
Fish. I don't have that game on my thing. So don't make me walk all the way. I had a damn discussion with her already. So I left the Simba related stove down on Dazzle Beach, mainly because it was just what was in my bag when I was looking to leave a cooking thing there. But I guess I should swap it out and put that one up here. But I also, the reason I didn't worry about one up here is because the game came with one up here, right up here. So I didn't like worry about leaving one up here. I do need to leave a crafting bench up here though. It's close to my house, but still. I've been leaving them all over. I think 3 more. Okay, that should be, yep. Now we gotta find Stitch.
Here! Over here!
Over here. I love Stitch. He is a little ball of chaos.
Aloha! Hello!
Oh, 100. If you didn't know, you can ask FrostyBot questions. You can type like at FrostyBot and then ask it a question and it will give you an answer. he back at his restaurant? Sometimes he's other places. There he is. Yes, I have Jack Skellington.
Over here! Hey, it's you!
But not Sally, unfortunately. Did you see the Nightmare Before Christmas set coming out next month? It unfortunately doesn't have an Oogie Boogie in the minifigs though. But I'm very excited for it. No. Beast.
Hello.
Sorry, I was like, why isn't it switching? But then I realized it did switch. I moved my screens around. And I was not paying attention. 70 against 8. I think we'll do it this time. Whoop whoop. We'll do Wiz. And then 100. And then one random. What did I get? Gladiator and Bomber or Buster? Balloon Buster, that's what it is. Oop. Ooh, I got to upgrade it twice. Let's see. Skin or scrolls. I keep not talking right today. The wrong words are coming out. Okay. More upgrades. Okay, now we got the big boss, the loyalty boss chest. What are you doing, kitty kitty? Doodly doos. Let's put out my Orc Slayer. And you guys can put your stuff wherever. Kitty is not happy that Fantasy has gone back to school. Because then who is supposed to be around for her to just lay on all day? Right? How rude.
Goodbye.
Okay, let's start his quest. Let's see. He does like to roar at me quite often.
Thank you. This is very nice.
Thank you. This is very helpful. Right? He said, "You will not speak to my woman that way."
Oh, you're just the sweetest.
She called him an overgrown kitten. A wild hatena? Hatena? I don't know.
These fools have no idea.
Listen, if he were to
what
eat
could
her
be
right
controlled
here, I wouldn't say anything. I'd be like, see what? I didn't see anything.
Goodbye.
Yes, please go have your temper tantrum.
Oh, hello, dear. Of course, yes. Ah. Oh, the valley is coming along nicely.
Oh, where did he go before I just assume I know where he went? Yeah, I mean they put a fair amount of villains in the village, and you kind of have to just be nice to them.
I'm glad
I would have
you're
just drowned them
here.
and said, "Oh well, I don't know what happened."
It's nice to see the sunshine.
And sometimes you have to like wait a certain amount of time before it'll let you talk to them again or do certain parts of the quest. But it works in real time, so like you're not ever like one day in the real world is one day in the game, which has its benefits and its suckiness at the same time. So you're not like, oh man, the days are just like there's not enough time to really do things. But at the same time, when it says wait a day, you literally have to wait a day. Yeah, so like, you know, it has its benefits and its drawbacks. Like if you pick up a quest and it says you have to find it in the early morning or in the morning, and it's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you literally have to wait till tomorrow morning to find it. Or to talk to that person or whatever it's trying to get you to do. But on the bright side, you're also not like, man, the days are going by too fast. I don't feel like I can do things. Yes, let's see. Is it? Oh, yep. So these are all so there's critters in game. There's 5 in each section, like the different colored birds. And after you feed them so many times, they become a critter that is available for you to have as a companion. So that's what most of these are. Like I fed them enough times for them to become a companion. But then I also bought some. So go to some of them. So these are all the ones I have. Like this, when I bought the game, I bought the expansion, the game, It came with so much extra Dreamlight and the house I currently use and this flowery capybara. But then I got this peppy popcorn. I got a scary squirrel. I got Pua from doing the Moana quests. What else? And then they had an Inside Out 2 event. So I got Anxiety Squirrel and Envy Rabbit with it, as well as Embarrassment Turtle and Enua Raven. And then, why are the other animals here? Oh, here they are. I apparently stopped scrolling. I have not seen Inside Out 2. But then when I got these, I bought these with Dreamlight coin or whatever. So I have like the ghosty type animals. And I got a dapper crocodile. So you earn them for like different things. Like
I just love
this
sunshiny
dapper
days.
crocodile is part of the current star path. I also have from the Moana, or not Moana, the Mulan star path. I've got a mystical phoenix. And like the Peppy the popcorn squirrel, as he walks around, he drops popcorn everywhere. I like Disney. I'm not like completely obsessed with Disney. But even without being like crazy obsessed, it is just a fun game to play and it just has a Disney theme to it. But if you love Disney, this is definitely like your game. There's all kinds of no, I guess that's not. No, I wanted this one. Here we go. Houses, here we go. I bought it while it was on sale, but I don't think it's expensive overall. Let me look it up real quick for you. I don't want to tell you the wrong price, so let me look it up. It's $40. But like I said, I bought it when it was on sale. So I bought it and I got the game, the expansion, and a couple other things, and I think I paid like $50 for it. To buy the base game is $40. To buy what they consider the Dreamlight Gold Edition, which is probably has like money and stuff with it. Oh, here we go. It'll tell me the difference. So the base game and 8,000 moonstones is what you get for the $40. The gold edition, which is 70, is you get the base game, 15,000 moonstones, the flowery capybara, the cottage style house, and 2 outfits. And then a Rift in Time by itself, but it's the expansion, so you can't play it without the base game. It's $30, and you get the expansion pass and 5,000 moonstones. So, like I said, I bought it when it was on sale, so I think I paid like $50, but I can't remember really. But terrible considered, Nintendo was right, like games that you wind up playing for 5 minutes and they cost $60. I make the kids borrow the games from the library repeatedly before I'll even consider buying them. Because I've bought too many games for them to turn around and only play it for like a couple hours and then be like, nah, I don't like this anymore. It's not what I thought it was. So I don't do that anymore. I'm like, nope, you have to find like a library to borrow it from before I'll consider buying it. Uh-huh. What was I going to do? Oh, this. Mushrooms. I was going to pick mushrooms. have to get some seafood.
This place really shows that everybody's special in their own way.
That should not have been a blue. Man needs seafood. Okay. I can use that to feed a gator. Oh, dang it, moved too fast.
Living here is wonderful. I'm having such a good time.
Hush, Minnie, you're gonna scare the gator away. I figured you were busy with work, and I appreciate the lurky lurks. I know some days are super slow, and other days are just packed full. Okay, let's see. I wonder what the team says. I don't think this my stuff is in this area. Mine for shiny, so let's eat. And see if we can get some shinies over here. I feel like for the I don't know, $50-ish probably I spent, there's a lot of content. And because they're well, I'm glad. Excuse me, ma'am. I was itching my leg. I was asking you for assistance itching my leg. I'm glad that they help you. Because I know working from home isn't always, the feeling like you're alone. Like, even if you are not a people person, that, you know what I mean, doesn't mean you like to be around people, but you don't want to be alone either. Come on, Vanellope, give me my extra. Okay, so I need one more Shende, more forgettings. Oop. 7 more royal tasks. I can do those together, and then that one's not that far. So let's mine this and see if we can get a shiny. A memory. But yeah, for what I spent, because they are continuing to update the game and like put out new content, that you don't have to pay for more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not having, even if you don't get the expansion, which I've only played a little bit in comparison to the main game, you're not like losing out. Like, you get a lot. Ooh, that's nice. So you get kind of like being around coworkers without always having to be around coworkers. Inventory is full. I'll go over here and sell some stuff. I have Mushu.
Ooh, okay. What is happening today, everybody?
I'm not sure if I have the other.
You just say the word and I'm there.
I have something to give you. Oh, I don't have Jade. I mean, I have Jade, but not on me, so.
I'm out.
I gave Penelope both the things, didn't I? Yes, I did. It's pretty awesome. Was there last week and was also able to hang with Wes from Big Po. Oh, that's so cool! That's fun. Steele came and visited for the eclipse. So she drove up from Florida and we did a co-stream and then on a Sunday, and then she stayed for the eclipse. I think it was like Monday. And then drove home. So that was fun. And Rad really doesn't live that far from us, Rad builds. So there will definitely become a point in time where we meet like Rad builds in real life. Sell. Fishies. All this.
It's so long.
I was like, what was I doing? Oh, going up here. I'll remember eventually and stop forgetting like immediately after I decide where I'm going. Maybe. Decorate first. Oh, and the spices. I think you get the garlic up here. 2 more garlic. You gotta like keep the camera a certain angle so you can see the stuff like through the grass, not glass. Ah, there it is. And right there. Two-star meal or better, and decorate. Fish from the beta crust. And I know, like, I have gone back to my, like, during the school year schedule, which has me starting an hour earlier, which I know doesn't work for some people, and that's fine, because you may have somebody, like, you already watch during that time, but that's okay. Oh, the cherries, because they sell for lots of money. I'm not gonna get them all. Nope, didn't think so. Let's see. I try to eat other things to get me to full and then a meal to get me into the like special zone. But some meals pretty much like fill you all the way up and get you into the special zone. Woohoo! I leveled up Vanellope. Snowballs. But it did not give me another shiny. And depending on how creative you are, this game has like another aspect. You can decorate and make your own clothes. So like you can come into wardrobe and click customize and then pick a blank, like a basic hoodie, right? And create. And then all these motifs and stuff you get, you can use them on the item. So like this one we just got for Vanellope, you can move it around and just have it like really big on the shirt. Or you can shrink it. Oh, what's this? There it is. And put it all over the shirt. Or you can click that off and have it like on sides. Like, ugh. Nope, that's not what I wanted. But you can just do all kinds of things with it. So you can like flip flop it. Make it a bunch. You can clip it. But yeah, you can do a ton of stuff with it. Oh, I see it. See, this is like flat. And this makes it like circular, like, you know. this kind of flips it so the stuff are on the other side. This duplicates it, so you have it like 2 spots, and then you make them both really big. I like this one, but not that. And then you can like even change it, like offset where the pattern is. And then you just, and you can even change like the background color. Right? And I have a store in the village, valley, whatever. So if somebody is playing co-op with me and they come to my village, they can buy the shirt from my store and then wear it on their character. So you just save it. But you can do it with furniture too. Like you can customize a chair. Like, look at this rug. Create. And then you add a layer. And then you just pick something. Like a big Monsters Inc. symbol. But, like, change the color to like the purple, and then just make it as big as you can. And ta-da, you made a Monsters Inc. rug. You know? Like, so if you're really creative, that adds like a whole nother aspect to the game for you. Oh, that's what I have to do. Feed a fox. I don't know if I have a... Nope, I don't... Well, I don't know. Let's see if we'll eat swordfish. I doubt it, but... Okay, I don't know where you went, Mr. Fox. But yeah, so if you like or have that creative side, that adds, you know, the potential for a whole nother type of, you know, aspect of the game. 12 to 30. Oh no. We are not doing good today. Oh, I killed 3 melee units. That is okay. Some days are better than others. That's just, you know, life. Let's see. Come on. Let's try my bomber dude. This will be my last battle for the day. But yeah, so I mean, there's a whole bunch of aspects to the game. You just, you know, you make it your own. Some people, like, only put the buildings out, to finish the quest. And then when the quest is over, there's not really hardly any buildings in their town. And other people like mine, it's like every square inch is covered in a building because I keep every building out. So you can totally make the game yours. You're blue. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. Listen, little fox, how many times I gotta have to chase you today? Prepare 2-star meal or better, okay. No, because I only have 2 pieces of that left. We'll do that.
Good to see you.
There you go, I sold 2 meals.
Mm-hmm. Sexy.
Bring 2 gifts. Well, I
How's
just
it
sold stuff,
going?
but what do you want today? Not that it matters, because... Because you're maxed out, so I can give you anything. It just said 2 gifts, it didn't say their
Whoa.
favorite gifts.
Hi there, pal.
Aren't you adorable?
So here in I put it here in the middle. I mean, it's probably different in each valley, but I put it right here. And then so you can go in and Daisy takes care of the store for you essentially. And there are challenges, but I don't like the challenges so much. I think you should design something that uses hats, beds, bedrooms, blue, familiar, and lavish.
This valley is just too adorable.
So that's not what I wanted. I guess I just move.
Ah. Bye-bye.
But let's see. No, I don't want to sit. I forget how to do it. Do I ask her to
My
complete the
neighbors
challenge?
are fabulous. Goodbye. Right.
Okay, there we go.
Bye-bye.
And then what? I think it's up here. No. I don't know how I do it then. I can't remember. But you can essentially walk up to the things and interact. And then... We can put that on her. And then interact. But I think you have to make each item. But then, like, if you were to come to my town, you could come into this shop and buy the item. How do I?
Just who I wanted to see. Mm-hmm. Don't be a stranger. Bye-bye.
I don't remember how to do the challenge. Because I thought you just went up here and did it, but I guess not.
What do you think those villains are really up to?
But yeah, you go in there and sell your outfits essentially. Diddly doos. Oh, let's see if Beast has cooled off enough. I wish it would tell you like how long to wait, but I guess they do that to keep you
There's
checking
something
that.
special about this place.
Rude. Okay. Plant 5 Vigimals. Diddly doo. I can buy this feathery vase. Why are you setting up in the middle of my garden, girl? Save up serious coin. Okay. I guess while he's cooling his jets, we can go find out. Start the quest with Fairy Godmother. Who said she was in here? She's not in here, no matter how far into this pumpkin I walk. Excuse me, Fairy Godmother. What the hedge-a-hedge? Oh,
Good.
there you are.
There you
now
are.
you're home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that does it. Goodbye.
Talk to Merlin. There's always a lot of talking to Merlin.
over here. We've got to talk. Alakazam!
I know I should read each panel, but I don't. I just click through as much as I can.
Well, run along now.
Cook 1 mint chocolate, craft a basket, and talk to Ursula. What if I don't want to talk to Ursula? I hate having to try to talk to her. I'll just do the other things first. I swear sometimes she's just out of reach on purpose that you can't talk to her. Well, where's the basket? Basket, what do I need? Oh, 2 more fiber. Okay, I can do that. That's easy. Mint chocolate? I just borrowed Goofy stove real quick.
Look at all the great stuff I got.
I guess now I have to go talk to Ursula. There's nothing else to do. She likes to move away. You're like, I was just there, and now you moved. And then she'll go someplace where it's like really hard to get to talk to her. Like just out of reach.
Why are you still here? Shoo!
Now we can go over here and craft a care package. Is she back at her house? Oh, of course she is.
Excuse me, my dear. Good. There you are.
Now off you go, bippity bobbity boo.
This pumpkin has been steadily growing.
All right now, we have work to do.
Glass and fabric. Fabric is the bane of my existence.
Have you seen my pal, Donald Duck?
$10 fabric and 30 fiber. Fiber's not bad. So close. I needed glass, not fiber. I could make more, but I don't have enough coal. So I need to look up where to buy, not ingredients, not meals. It's under foraging, even though you don't forage it. Sunlit Plateau. Like you said, Laura, about selling it on fourth wall or whatever. I wish. So I did make one sweatshirt and put it on fourth wall. It's still under like where only I can see it because I'm not sure. I asked before, but I'm still like nervous about doing it. So I put books, comma, or bricks, comma, books, comma, and crafts, like lions and tigers and bears, oh my. But I didn't put the and, so I didn't put like bricks and books and thing. I just put the and for crafts and commas in between the others. And I put it in my Discord, so I mean it's there for people to see. So I'm not sure which way is better, but either way, we get paid tomorrow. I'm gonna order a sample to see how it looks. I don't know why I came in my house. I guess I just didn't want to order a sample if enough people thought I should do it with the ands and not the commas, like lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Like I would change it and then order a sample, but I don't know. Steele said to leave it the way it is, and I forget what somebody else said. Let me pick you and then plant. They're funny. I change them out quite often because they're funny how they because sometimes it's hard to tell like all the things they're gonna do until you have them following you around and then they do stuff and you're like, oh, that's what they do. And I just wanted this one because who doesn't want a turtle in a hoodie?
I wonder what I'll paint today.
Right, like, who doesn't want a turtle in a hoodie? Excuse me. Excuse me, beast. I gotta go get some more sand while the cotton's growing. And Beast is cooling his jets. And I'm still looking for one more shiny. Like, I imagine Anxiety Squirrel looks like he's losing his crap as he follows you around. There's my other shiny. Gotta give Maui gifts now, because he's the only demigod. Oh, and I have one for picking stuff on the beach. Right, like, but who doesn't want a pink turtle who wears a sweatshirt? That must have been a memory I already have. Let's see what anxiety squirrel looks like. His hair does look a bit disheveled. I thought he might be like jittery. I did not go in vitrol mines at all, but I'll take it. But yeah, they're kind of scary squirrel. I got from doing an Olaf quest, so he's just like a ghost. I don't think he's that scary though. Maybe he was scary to Olaf. Nope. No coral stuff over here to smash up. The other way to get sand is just literally dig. But you don't always get sand, which is weird because you're digging in sand. It'd be like getting no dirt when you're digging in dirt, but gonna need a lot of glass. Hey, Maui.
What took you so long? I'm just kidding.
Fish Rhapsody Rollin' Pumpkin.
It's Maui time!
Ooh, there's a thing I can crush over there. And I can get some coal from this. Okay, lovely peoples. I need to raid out because I have to go get a minion from school. And it's either wait before or after, and I'd rather wait before than after. So, let's get out of this. Hey, Grand Admiral Quack. I keep meaning to look for ducky sounds to add to your name. So when you talk, it'll be like quack, 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 quack. You know, like the first time you come in. Welcome in, Carrot. I'm actually just getting ready to raid out, but that is okay. This is the best clip I've ever clipped of Carrot dancing in his little Pikachu. Okay, let's see. Who is on? Raid channely thing. Who's on that I follow? I see Spaceport. GH316. Neothermic. Grave. Cluxon. There's a lot of people on right now. But I feel bad because I have to like raid and run essentially. At least until we figure out what her like after school curricular thingies are gonna be. Like I said, there's a lot of people on. Local brick shop. I could raid you into otters. The Otterthon. You could just watch baby otters. But that would not help anybody in our community. We'll go into Lil. That's what I call her because I'm not sure I can say her name. Like I'm not sure how Lilin Zinth Zinth. My brain is like, I don't know how you say that. Thank you for hanging out. For dropping by and lurking, and for those of you who help with stream raiders and all kinds of other stuff. You guys, I'm still mostly surprised that people are here every day. It's getting a little bit better, but in about a week and a half on the 6th, I will have my 1 year stream anniversary, affiliate anniversary. Sorry, not stream anniversary, affiliate anniversary. So I have an well, as long as it takes all day ish type planned, and I've got to get some stuff to go with like a wheel of chaos, you know, for a redeem. Because I've been meaning to add that as like a redeem, and I think I'm gonna like put it all together and have it ready for that. But you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming by.